best. These two were seeded to make it here. They are absolutely in our sort of what's the Greek series of statues? Shows the gods pantheon.
Yeah,
they're in our pantheon of best players. SAT words, everybody.
And Linger actually number 3 on the PR. Pockets was not on the previous PR, but he has been just going hard.
And so we have Orcane versus Wrastor here. These are both characters that I feel like we'll have a lot of fun watching them interact with the spaces between their advantage and disadvantage states, trying to figure out how to navigate. Wrastor, of course, a character that wants to just fly through the air, almost purposely put himself in disadvantage to get those early kills off the top. And Orcane, definitely a character that wants the groundedness, needs to stay fairly within range of the stage to at least get Puddle to recover.
And
so here we go.
What has been said about Linger recently is if you ever get touched by Linger in particular, but also Wrastor in general, you just feel like you're going to die. So you need to make sure your DI mix-ups are on point so that he doesn't get his kills off the top or off the side.
It's one of those instances where these players know each other well enough where these footsies at the beginning are not going to be the sort of learning footsies that we might have seen in the last set, just because Omega was a little less common of a player in our scene, but these two have played each other time and time again, weekly indeed, at casuals on Thursdays, but also at the actual events proper. It didn't have a Puddle, couldn't recover.
And he wanted the wall jump to forward air the bubble butt, but it did not quite pan out.
It was not enough height for that.
Good edge guard for Linger.
What's interesting here is I was interested to see how much Pockets uses the aerial stall with down B. Be able to stay in the air just a little bit to maybe throw off Linger's timing. Linger's going to look for aerial combos, of course. But if Pockets can manage to mess up his timing just slightly, he might get the advantage and be able to sneak in an up air of his own.
And Linger's been spacing. Oh, wow, just goes in.
Savage feeling. Savage sounds.
I like both where Linger's been spacing his slipstream, which is like just on the platform so that he gets the movement benefit on the platform and just beneath it. But also, whenever Pockets been off stage, he has covered his space tremendously.
Yes. I really enjoyed their Linger's patience. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just sitting and waiting before doing anything to make sure Pockets knows he is ready to counterattack at any moment.
And it feels like whenever Pockets expends his Puddle for those bubbles, Linger starts going in even harder, knowing that he just lost that resource.
Oh, yeah. One thing I've loved watching Linger develop over time is his use of Slipstream in the middle of combos. That might be game 1. I was saying his use of Slipstream in the middle of combos to extend them, to make sure folks just stay in his combo, and then he gets the Slipstream for better movement. It's really great. Instead of just sort of chucking it out like many early, low-level Wrastors will do, it's great to see someone integrate it as part of their combo game. Indeed, to extend their combos.
But in contrast to the last set we saw, that was one of the first parries that we saw actually kill.
Oh yeah.
I think almost all the stocks previously were parries.
But of course, we have to give credit to Wrastor's easy kit to get those parry punishes. It's a literal just up B, maybe turn around. It might be slightly more complicated, but it is a little bit of an easy button in that regard.
Treetop Village is the counter pick for Pockets, but he's getting off stage again. Avoids the sweet spot of that up smash, but he has not touched the ground yet, so nothing is out. Pockets regaining stage control, gets to put his bubble down, gets parried though, and the up B will take it. Man, you can just see, even in those wave dashes in the slipstream, how much movement Wrastor really does get out of that.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately for Pockets, he has not been able to take effect of his vertical kill power yet, because Orcane does kill off the top so well. Wrastor being the lightest character in the game does die super early to it, but you gotta get him.
You have to catch him. And especially with a character that has the movement options, not only wave dashing and the ground movement options, but also the absolute aerial mobility in Slipstream and without Slipstream. It's just so hard to catch this slippery bird.
Just following all of Pockets' DI, that was a bunch of percent Linger just got there.
Ooh, good punish. Trying to get the
not taking it. Wow, I really would have expected Wrastor to die there. That was great DI out of Linger. Just missing that sweet spot.
Oh, and here we go, we have trouble. Oh, helped him recover. Said, here, get back on stage so I can continue walloping you.
Pockets just really struggling to get back onto the stage.
Wow, Orcane side B being used as a crazy mix-up there and knocking Wrastor off stage.
See the recovery option? Does he go for the Puddle? No.
Just back air. Just double jump back air. Oh, with no Puddle now, we're in a little bit of trouble. Extended side B. Yup, right into a sweet spot forward air. Aerial forward smash. Not forward air.
And Wrastor living to 133, that's not what you want if you're playing against Wrastor.
No,
Wrastor needs to be dying at like 70, 80.
It's the classic glass cannon style character where he will kill you at a moment's notice, but he will also die at a moment's notice for sake of his lightness and also just for sake of him already being usually in the air closer to the blast zones.
Oh, that down air to continue the combo, ricocheting Pockets off the side. Linger is feeling himself today. Pockets again. Oh, ooh, there it is, waiting for the puddle, the whale to reappear and getting a
stock. An absolute 3-stock. Wrastor sitting at 155 at death. That's nuts.
And it felt like that. Like, Pockets has got to be a little demoralized. It almost didn't feel like he got to play the game.
He really didn't.
And that's probably why this stage selection is taking a bit longer. He's just got to collect himself for a bit.
Yeah.
Put that behind him, because if he thinks about that last game at all, he's going to lose the third one, too.
It's times like this that you do the FGC character select screen. Of course, Rivals have that, but you take time at the stage select screen, you recompose yourself, you figure out what is the mix I'm not using, what is in my bag of tricks that I have not thought of yet. And especially for characters that are tool-based like Orcane, you absolutely need to think of those constantly. And we see it here. He's already starting with the bubble spam, which I think is something he's really not utilized very, very intensely in the last 2 games.
And we have the counterpick of Merchant Board. I'm wondering if just these protections, these platforms might help him out a little bit, but it does also give Wrastor the ability to land and continue combos. So,
ooh, that was a great down tilt to contest Linger coming in. That's one thing that, or certainly another trick that Orcane has that we've not seen a whole lot of, is that down tilt is an excellent spacer. Oh gosh, punishes the puddle, does not get the stock for it. Gonna bubble up to cover, no, gonna eat another aerial forward smash. He has nothing. And that's it, yeah, I was gonna say, he had nothing left. No air dodge, no jump.
And these forward airs it looks like Pockets' solution to how Linger's coming in, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough right now.
Certainly not. Oh, okay. Decent parry punish, sitting about 30% for that. Wow, just a raw down smash on the craziest angle. That bird went straight into space. Team Rocket angle.
Linger making it back on after a back air. See if Pockets can just kind of hold center stage. If he's not lifted off the ground by Linger, he's in a pretty good spot.
Oh, yeah.
But Linger is definitely not going to make that easy.
No, but it's definitely, I mean, of course, Pockets already taken a stock, meaning the game is already closer than last game, but it is fairly even. I'm not going to say that word because it's not true anymore. It was even, and now it's just a little bit slipping away from Pockets.
And Pockets got that first stock with a parry. We'll see if he's trying to read Linger's approach options again to finish off this second stock, but chasing with back airs, I was wondering if an up air there would have been a more optimal choice, might have gotten a kill, but didn't have the spacing right.
It's a timing thing, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, a great run-up and parry from Linger, sort of saying, I know you're now picking aggressive options to deal with me coming in, but let's see if I can trick you into doing it one last time. Up air will take it. Excellent up air.
And not that much percent. Orcane's a relatively heavy character, but he's out of a jump and off stage.
And that's it. Linger takes it with another aerial forward smash. 3-0.
Linger coming to play.